Pretty much.
I'd be glad to.
Can I rest here? Oh, Lord. Nope. Well, with enemies in sight. Okay.
I'll see what I can find.
I love how we're just slowly moving around this entire camp, killing every person in the way. This is exactly how it should work. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ow. Good.
Stand together.
All Star by Smash Mouth is the right song to listen to during a cannon strike / fort raid, right? Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. That or Sugar Ray. That's another good band for it. Absolutely. I wonder whatever happened to that guy. Oh, 2 camping supplies. Whoa, can we camp here? Let's just set up camp in the middle of the enemy base. That sounds good. Oh, hey, by the way, Mort, I will probably forget multiple times that you want me to call you Mort. So,
I'm here.
Feel free to remind me when I do, because I will. Sorry.
I'd be glad to.
Rest life. That's right, Rad Racer. Okay, cool. That just puts us up here. I stole your barley. What now? Powder storage? See, I should be able to, like, set a trap there or something.
Be cautious. Be constant.
I'm assuming this is where he is. Let's go say hi. Let's go say hi. Call me Mort as well, Cohh says. Okay, I can do that. No problem. Actually, no, I'm probably going to forget that too. Please listen.
Enough! I've had my fill of... What's this? Steady, men. Our guest has arrived.
The Iron Flail Commander is a younger man, lean in build. His brown hair is unkempt, his eyes fevered. At his feet is a grate set over what appears to be a pit. You hear a smattering of anxious cries rising from the cell as the commander steps forward.
All that chaos outside. For an instant, I believed you, woman.
His boot comes down hard on the grate.
But he's only a common assassin.
Please calm yourself. I'm not here to fight.
But you did fight, all the same. My men were here to fight. We're all here to fight. You want to talk? Set down your...
Derek's words die in his throat, his expression frozen mid-snarl. It isn't clear what's happened, not until you start to feel it too. Unbidden, your senses drift as if you had reached out towards a source of essence. You feel an ache in your chest, an almost painful sensation of being pulled forward. A sudden wave of memories flood your mind, clear as the day they formed. You see Odema's campsite ravaged by the Biowac, the halls of Caed Nua. What the hell is going on? In the caverns beneath the keep, the stone around you bellows warnings in a dead language. Deeper still, a fanged maw parts like a wound in the world. Is that the Adra Dragon? The images wash over you, tracing lives and emotions from 100 different times and places. Not all are your own. Slowly, you become aware of the sensation of being watched. Reach out. You direct your senses, tracing the invasion to its source. Adaric. Conviction burns through him, bright as a brazier. For an instant, you share in his emotion, and a sourceless desperation rattles about your skull. So he's looking into our soul. Like we normally do to people, he's doing it to us. Absent context, the fragments of memory you see are just images. A small house across a field of vibrant purple flowers, a sea of armored kith and flapping banners waiting on your command, a man screaming, "Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat!" There's an uncomfortable moment where you feel your twined awareness turning in on itself, and then the connection is severed. Adric looks startled, his face ashen. You're a watcher?
You sure he's not just a weirdo with an empty stare? I get those confused a lot.
That's not...
Adric glances around the room, his face coloring. Mods, you know what to do. I need to use the bathroom real quick. I'll be back in just a minute. We're going to continue this. Back in a sec, guys. All right, let's keep going. It's getting good. Okay. That's not... Adric glances around the room, his face coloring.
That's not known to many. Not past these walls. Why have you come? Why now?
You can see lost souls like I do?
Yes, I see them. Your butcher's work clings to you.
You're ashamed. Why?
It's hardly something to be proud of. Look to your own sins, Watcher. I'll not share mine.
I can't often read living memories so clearly. That felt like a cipher reading.
I wouldn't know. Perhaps we simply worsen each other's condition. What? What is it?
I thought all the other Watchers were mad.
That wouldn't bode well for you, would it? I've a firm grip on my senses, whatever you believe. The Watcher's curse is many things, but if it promised madness, I would not have taken command of the Iron Flail.
This guy sounds like an anime voice actor. I feel like I've heard his voice in anime. Maybe not. But he kind of does.
The memories I saw, some of them couldn't have belonged to you. You're awakened, aren't you?
Thank you. Are you also awakened?
No, of course not.
Adric studies you with grim fascination. Do you know of a cure? Adric stares at you, eventually gives a slight shake of his head.
It seems a terrible thing to be awakened and a Watcher both. I'm sorry.
Enough about that.
Yes, we were in the middle of something, I believe.
About our mutual condition.
You've come all this way to indulge your curiosity?
Are you tired of listening to dead people as I am? The question startles a weary smirk out of Adric, though he does not answer.
Yes, we were in the middle of something, I believe.
I came to find out what happened to the delegates.
The delegates? You tore through my camp, killed my men for them?
What kind of reaction do you expect? You held them captive without notice.
They'd like to paint us as the unreasonable ones back in Stalwart, wouldn't they?
You're not?
I never planned this.
As for this,
It wasn't my intention. We wanted to negotiate. Stalwart sent delegates to discuss terms of peace. I offered them the opportunity. I was generous. But Stalwart sent soothsayers, not diplomats, to frighten us with stories of the moon going dark, the earth shaking.
Wait, what? Raving delegate. It's true, the waves will swallow us all. A shrill voice suddenly rises up from the pit. A Derek stomps down angrily on the bars, drowning her out. Perhaps you and I can talk now.
You're nothing more than a mercenary for a village of people unwilling to put their own lives on the line.
You don't think you overreacted a little?
Don't play the fool with me. These omens are meant to frighten me, to make me doubt my purpose here. But there is more at stake here than a village.
Wait, you're kidding. That's T-Cat, are you serious? This voice is Edward Elric from the Full Metal Alchemist voiceover? Like for realsies? Oh, it's sipping time. Thank you, chat. It is! Oh, it is him! So that's why it sounds so familiar. Okay. Because he's in a lot of other stuff. Oh. Well, some people are saying it just sounds a lot like him. I'll have to look into that. Okay. I knew the second I heard the first line, I was like, that's a familiar voice. That's a familiar voice. Like, listen to this.
They dismiss my faith, call us superstitious. But what does Stalwart believe in? Iron and gold, and nothing else.
It's pretty cool.
I have tilled barren fields with my bare hands. What is gold to me?
What do you want with Stalwart anyway?
With a village of fishermen, nothing. But they cling fiercely to the forge you gave them. Some of the men are here for gold and good steel, and I promised them their share. But I came for cannons.
Simon Baxter says, one person can't do two characters. Yeah, tell that to Matt.
With the battery's cannons, we can hold the pass. Okay. Rayed Saris has suffered enough. Its sons and daughters have nothing.
He looks at Adair, jaw working.
We won't survive an attack from the Deerwood when it comes. Not unless we act. There is an army coming. I've seen it. Pouring down from the mountain. It will crush Stalwart and come for Rayed Saris.
Aderic's gaze is distant.
The iron flail will be the wall that safeguards my homeland from the worst these fire worshippers can bring to bear.
Wait, you had a vision of an army?
I warn you, if you think to taunt me, Watcher.
I had a vision too. In mine, I saw Caed Nua reduced to rubble by an army that shook the earth. Doubt creases Aderic's brow. His men exchange looks, waiting tensely for orders.
Why would they turn on their own? No. You're trying to trick me. This is all another distraction.
I thought the Iron Flail might be the army in my own vision. Perhaps we both made a mistake.
Why should I believe any of this? You would say anything at all to protect Stalwart.
Think. What if you're wrong? You're losing men and resources fighting people who aren't your enemies.
You saw to that! You dare blame their deaths on me?
You could use me on your side. I remember thunder and 100 eyes gazing back at me. Any of that sound familiar?
The thunder followed me to the temple at Dawn's Reach, and the earth split beneath our feet.
You read my soul. What did that tell you?
That you're soft-hearted, but it hasn't seemed to stop you. And that you have seen and done a great many things. Things I would not have otherwise believed.
We both know something's coming. Maybe two watchers can figure out how to stop it. For several moments, there is nothing but silence in the cabin. Then you hear the scrape of metal as Derek takes up his sword, only to lay it flat across his palms.
I led my people here because I believed we were on the right path. I bound my soul to this blade as proof of my surety.
There's a ripple of soul energy in the air, there and gone. Derek looks pained.
The sword's no good to me now. It's yours, for as long as you can wield it. I'll call in our forces from the mountains. Please, give me time to explain. You should speak with Stalwart's messengers. Perhaps you'll get some answers out of them.
Good ending. And this just got a lot more interesting. I was expecting to come in here, kill the commander, save Stalwart, and like be done with the DLC. Wow. Okay, let's see where this is going. Cohh was granted Sever the Soul.
Yes?
25 DR bypass. Once per rest? Not even encounter? Ouch. And what's this? Oh. Cool. I think we'll check that out. Great. Okay. Awesome.
I'd be glad to.
You left me alone in your house? Oh, I'm taking everything. You should never leave Cohh alone in your house. Never. Never, 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 never. Oh, look at all that. Damn. By the way, that is both in and out of game. Yeah. Never let me in your house. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Oh, thank you. I thought we'd never get out of there. Are you hurt? No, a little bruise perhaps. The Cohh was the worst part. I don't know how you managed to talk that man down. He was practically foaming at the mouth. And now he and his men are still skulking around the mountains. I'm not sure letting him live was the best idea. The commander wasn't the problem. One of the delegates points an accusing finger at another, a woman standing apart from the rest. We might have come to terms if she hadn't goaded him, shouting at him about omens and curses, demanding he leave the march. You know how superstitious the Reed Sarens are? The commander went white as a sheet. She sabotaged the meeting. The woman in question is dressed in unassuming robes. She bears the accusations silently, her eyes closed as if in prayer. Care to explain yourself? With desperate speed, the woman suddenly lunges sidelong towards a nearby rack and seizes a dagger lying there. She sets the blade to her own throat. What? What? Unseen to all but yourself, the dying woman's soul essence coils in thin wisps about her body. It only grows brighter as her corpse stills. What just happened? Damn it, now we'll never get an answer out of her. Read her soul. You reach out and brace against a sudden flare of pain and fear, digging after less recent events. There's a copper taste in your mouth and a pain like fire in your throat. Under the brute terror of death, you find a comforting thread of resolve, of satisfaction and duty fulfilled. You follow it. It leads you stumbling into another memory as holy and vivid as the first. You walk the dark halls of an abbey, dimly lit and quiet, your footsteps loud, a blur, and you are standing in a dimly lit room facing a robed Amua. You recognize him as Kyoto, the high abbot. He beckons you forward. Examine your surroundings. You're in a wide, rounded chamber. The tiles beneath your feet are covered in strange, curling symbols. You recognize them as symbols of Andra, goddess of sea and memory. The memory blurs. When your sight is clear, you are standing in front of Kyoto, and he is smiling gently down at you.
Drive the Reed Sarens from these mountains, and you may yet spare many lives. The Tidebringer will be here in a week's time. Should you be delayed in your travels, report to him as you would to me. He will enter the reliquary and call off the army of Eyeless in my stead.
What?
If you are caught, sister, you know what you must do. I will pray for your return, but we will take comfort in the knowledge that you have joined the rest of Andra's favorite in her keeping.
The words jar you loose from the memory, flinging you back into the moment of the woman's death and then into your own skin, but traces of her memory join yours. You know the path to the abbey to which she was to return, buried in the mountains to the north. Is the name Eyeless familiar to anyone? The Eyeless, they're a figure of speech for when you can't remember something. You say, must be the Eyeless took it from me. Yes, yes, but there's a story to it. They're supposed to do the bidding of the Lady of Lament. Andra points, and they come out of nowhere, wipe things from the face of the earth. That's why whenever something up and goes missing or gets destroyed with no one there to see it, you're supposed to thank Andra that the Eyeless didn't come for you too. Do you know a Kyoto? Oh yeah, he came through to town some time back, stopped at a temple in Stalwart. That was just after the town decided to rededicate it to Abaddon. He didn't seem too pleased about it. He was dressed like a priest. Maybe he took offense. Do any of you know what a Tidebringer is? It's something they used to talk about at the Temple of Andra. It's a person, a title, tends to be used in the more devout circles. Do you know anything about an abbey to the north? I've heard of something like that. An Andrite stronghold, not the kind of place that welcomes visitors. Is that where she came from? Yes, and it's where I'll find the reliquary so I can call off their army. What, another one? Gods, it feels like everyone on Niora is after the battery now. Why would these Andrites want the Reedserans out? I doubt it's for Stalwart's benefit. Competition, maybe? They're up to something, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. If you do mean to go to this abbey, be careful. There have been stories about traders wandering north getting scared off or even killed by strange guards. We could try to sneak in. Maybe I can convince them I'm the one they're waiting for. A sudden deafening crash from outside makes the delegate jump, startled. A rumbling like thunder follows. You hear further sounds of smashing timbers, panicked screaming. Oh, what's happening? I thought you took care of the soldiers. Stay put, I'll take care of it.
Yes?
Yo, what is going on in this expansion? This is cool. Alright, here we go. It's a Hind D! Oh, Jesus! What are these? Oh, dude, this is cool. This is cool.
What are those things?
Okay. Oh, he dead. Oh, he dead. He's super dead. Bro is getting like Eye of Sauron over here. My lord. Dude, the amount of hit points is too damn high. They're doing a ton of damage too.
Thing isn't. Thank you.
Oh, good, we can stun him. God. Okay, focus up on this one. These things look so badass. Wow. Uh-oh. Pelagina. Go ahead and... Oh, I can't really... Let's go ahead and try to heal you.
Stand together!
Dude, did our guy die? Is it Derek dead?
Helpful?
Right, there we go. Wow. As the last Megfolk falls, a tide of essence sweeps through the ether. It washes over you, and you find yourself in the memories of the eyeless. The hulking creatures surround you, their sinew-wrapped skeletons clanking and screeching in the semi-darkness. Their bodies fill the air with the tang of metal and musk of sweat. The cavern in which you stand, it looks like a cavern anyway, glows with a dim ambient light. Steel flashes as the eyeless shift and stir. They stamp their feet and groan in rasping metallic voices. Their restless energy prickles at the back of your neck. And in the echoing rumble, you hear something familiar. It's the pounding noise from your dream, the harbinger of a terrible army. You begin to wonder how many eyelets are crowded around you. Suspect there must be scores of them, maybe more. It's difficult to tell how far back in the chamber goes, how far back this chamber goes or where it is. Ahead, you see a glint of light. It might be an exit. However, the vision is starting to fade. Investigate the glint of light. You push past the lumbering eyelets and cling to the wilting shreds of the vision. The light up ahead of you is blinding after the dark of the cave. You rush toward it, even as it fades into a pale blur. You can't see where you are, but you hear a cold wind whistling through the gap and feel a spray of moisture sting your cheek. The vision ends, returning you to the frozen and blood-churned mud of the fort. Derek appears to have taken some blows. There's a purpling bruise along his temple, and his armor's dented in several places. He looks rather dazed.
Those things, they came from all sides. The delegate... No, you were right. The visions are true. You fought well. And I am glad to see you've come through in one piece, even if I regret the loss of my men. I'll take what's left of our forces. Those that will follow me further up the mountain. We should be prepared when those monsters return.
We can defeat them if we work together.
I have seen already that there is little you can't accomplish.
All right, man. Woo!
These abominations stink of a god's cowardice.
I'd be glad to.
Now it's time to loot the place. Ah, yes. Can't steal from dead people. Yeah. Okay, that's kind of dark. Go over here. Cool.
Not sure how I feel about this. Hope that helps.
I love how he says that every time he lockpicks. You'd think by now he would have reconciled with the fact that he's a thief. But maybe not.
How about that?
Oh. My love, I've enclosed some coins from Stalwart so that you have proof that I've arrived. You were right, I'm colder than I have ever been, all the more for you being away from you. The Kithra here is cold as their land. They do not hate us as the dear Woodens do, but they are mistrustful and proud. The commander has sent for delegates to start negotiations. Perhaps by this time this letter reaches you, we will have been moved into Durgan's battery. Oh, wow. That's kind of sweet. What's this? 9 plus will. We'll take that. I think that's everything. Yep, we're good. All right, let's go see if we can find this Abbey. And while I'm running up here, I'm going to go turn down my thermostat. 1 second. Am I moving? There we go. Okay, good. Man, I gotta fix this Nest. I have this really cool thermostat called a Nest. And what it does is it learns how you set your heat and everything. Like, it learns when you set your AC and heat to turn on and off. And it, oh, I forgot to loot the eyeless. Thank you. Can we even do that? And what's cool is, like, over time, it automatically sets, like, where you like your heat on, right? Well, here's the thing. When I first got my Nest installed, the dude wanted to test it. So what he did was he turned the heat to 85 degrees to test it. And it turned out it worked and everything was fine. But then the Nest learned that. And now, every day around, you know, like 1:30, it turns my heat up to 85 degrees. So it's like every day I'm kind of like, man, it's getting kind of hot in here. Yeah, I just need to reset it. I don't know how to do that. I think I need to hook it up to the app still. I think you can go ahead and like change the schedule on the app. But it's like every single day I'm always like, man, it's getting kind of hot in here. 85 Fahrenheit. No, not Celsius. No, that would not even make sense. Oh, here it is. Cool. But yeah, it's kind of funny. Do we need to rest? I think we're okay. What's going on here? Okay, we're fine. Cool. Just use the app and okay, yeah. I need to get that set up and get the scheduling thing all done. You know that CohhCarnage guy's so hot right now. He's so hot. Not in the way I, like, but that's okay. Yeah, 85 Celsius would like burn you.